This video I'm shooting right now, I'm not supposed to shoot, but I'm shooting it anyway because I want to introduce a hidden gem here in Southeast Asia. And for those of you guys, especially the Western guys, who are interested to settle down permanently in Southeast Asia, who are thinking of retiring in Southeast Asia and have not made up their mind yet because they're still searching, I have some great news for you, which I will share in this video today. I am currently in Kota Kinabalu, which is the capital city of the state of Sabah in East Malaysia on the island of Borneo. And for those of you guys who have been watching my videos, you are familiar with my recent shootings. There it is, Kota Kinabalu welcomes you. And yeah, you are maybe familiar with my recent shootings, so where I introduced the city a little bit. But today I wanna specifically talk about Kota Kinabalu, Sabah, the location, because I find it a great place to actually really settle down permanently and even retire here. Quick recap, just to set the stage. I lived here for 3 years. I worked here as a chef, and I come back maybe roughly on average maybe every 2 to 3 years, just to say hi, to see the place, to visit my old friends and colleagues, of which I have many here still. KK, as we call it, the abbreviation of Kota Kinabalu, the people say KK, not Kota Kinabalu, is part of my life. It's part of my heart, and that's why I keep coming back. Because, and especially this time, I spent a few more days here than usually, and I can really say it was the right decision to extend my stay, because I really feel super comfortable here. The vibe, the energy, I will explain all this later in my video. Just to give you some head start here, why I'm so, why I like this city so much and the people. Sabah actually, as the rest of Malaysia, used to be a British colony, but Sabah, this area here, used to be a crown colony. Not just some colony. This place was a little bit special also for the British at the time, and it used to be a crown colony, same like Hong Kong. Hong Kong also used to be a crown colony, and I think the British had a very good sense for precious things, and Sabah is a precious place. And I arrived here the first time in 2008, beginning of 2008, and yeah, since then things have changed a bit. I will talk about this also later. But yeah, already at the time and still today, you have very, very little Western people here, Westerners, you know. You have a few tourists, yeah. And by the way, I'm just walking here to show you a little bit how it looks like. It is also a modern place, yeah. It's a great mix, but no worries, I will leave this busy, noisy road any second. I just wanted to give you a glimpse of what you can expect, yeah. So I will talk about this in a bit. So yeah, So very few Westerners. You have some eco-tourists and people who are interested in the wildlife here, the Borneo wildlife. They have the orangutans and other animals here. So, but in general, you could say, yeah, Borneo, North Borneo, Sabah is very much underrated still today by Western travelers, and actually it's good that way, you know. This place is not overrun like Thailand or the Philippines. So I had to cross the street real quick here. This place is not overrun like Thailand and the Philippines, and it's a very diverse place. You have a lot of Koreans here, that's true. Chinese, yeah, you have Chinese tourists, and a lot of Koreans. So this place, Kota Kinabalu, is marketed in South Korea big time. Yeah? It's very popular with Koreans, but it's okay. Sabah is a very, very diverse place in terms of nature, in terms of culture, and I'm going to walk through the old city here. Here we have the newer part. Yeah, you have big shopping malls here, but now I'm gonna show you the more old school version of KK, you know, which also has its charm. So anyway, this place is very diverse in terms of culture, in terms of nature, in terms of ethnicities. Yeah, it's a great melting pot, this place, of certain different cultures, countries, even Philippines, Indonesia. Yeah, it is Sabah, the state of Sabah, Kota Kinabalu. Yes, technically belongs to Malaysia, but it's a completely different vibe here. You know, it's a different world compared to Peninsular Malaysia, KL, Kuala Lumpur. This here is a completely different universe, a different energy. Yeah, the great mix of local folks, local people, and Filipino immigrants and Indonesian immigrants. Yeah, we are talking about the so-called Borneo people here. And these people here are very closely related. Doesn't matter they come from the southern Philippines or from Sulawesi in Indonesia, or Kalimantan, South Borneo, which is part of Indonesia. It doesn't matter. We are talking Borneo people, and the Borneo people, of course, they are very closely related with each other, cultural-wise, language-wise, you know, ethnicity-wise, and they have nothing to do with the Malay people from the peninsula in Malaysia. Yeah. Of course, you have Muslim people here also. Let's talk about the lifestyle. Yeah, KK is a growing city. This is an area here which was probably built in the 70s or 80s, but yeah, KK is growing fast. Yeah, a lot of investments are being made here. Chinese investors are also coming. They have, during the past 16 years, after my first arrival here, they built a few huge shopping mall complexes, very modern. You can find anything there and everything. They have hotels now here, more than before. They have a Marriott, they're building a Sheraton hotel, they have Hyatt Centric here. They have a Shangri-La resort here. I worked for the Nexus resort, so more and more hotels are also coming. We have a lot of condo and apartment buildings being put up here. So this speaks for the development and the interest also of certain people, right, to invest money here. I already had a time set 16 years ago that this place has great potential to move and to develop, and also the local government believed in this and they pushed and promoted KK, and I think now, the last time I was here was 3 years ago. Now I can really see something moving. Huh? By the way, now we are moving into the famous Gaia Street. Gaia Street is it's one of the oldest streets here in KK, and today is Sunday. I'm recording this on a Sunday. They have their weekly Sunday daily market here. They only have it on Sunday, so I'm gonna show you quickly what's going on here. Gaia Street is very famous with tourists, you know. I have hotels here, coffee shops, restaurants, food everywhere. You can see also we have Chinese people from Chinese Malays living here. You know, this is, so yeah. Why do I like KK so much? Because it's a very laid-back atmosphere here. Yeah. Great nature. It's very diverse. You have the seaside. You have mountains, mountain ranges. You have the Mount Kinabalu with over 4,000 meters in height. So there also the climate is way cooler than here. Here it's tropical climate, you know. Very hot. At least 30 degrees every day and sunshine. Sometimes it's raining also. But in the mountains it's cooler, you know. For those of you who don't like beaches and the hot weather. So Borneo has something for everybody, at least North Borneo, Sabah, you know. You have great wildlife here, and I mentioned already it's not overcrowded. I mean, now we are walking through a crowded section, but in terms, when you look at the whole state of Sabah, I don't know how many people live in the state, but in Kota Kinabalu you have like 300,000 or 400,000 inhabitants here. So I need to get out of this here because otherwise I cannot talk. So it's a little bit noisy here. So it's a great place for nature lovers. If you love nature, Sabah is your place. Yeah? And again, very little expats here, and this is what I like. I don't like to live among a lot of expats. Me personally, no, I don't like it at all. I don't need that. I'm not traveling to a country far away from Europe just to hang out a bunch of expats every day. I don't need that, you know. So if I want that, I can move to Thailand, but I don't want. Yeah? And this place is not like Thailand at all. Yeah? Very few Western expats are living here, and this is what I prefer and what I like. Yeah? Again, I mentioned this already. KK is a great mix between the new and the old. Now we are walking through the old town, the old area, and yes, you have some shady rundown areas, shady rundown buildings, and but you also have condo buildings, modern, Western style, shopping malls, Western style, restaurants, Western style. But you also have local markets, the Filipino market, the local wet markets, the local street food markets, the night markets, you know. It's really like province style here also, you know. It's a very relaxed vibe and atmosphere, no stress, no rush, you know. But you also have a great infrastructure here. We have roads, functioning roads, wide roads, flyovers. You have all that here. You have highways here. You have an airport, an international airport. You have, all that kind of stuff. So you can move around. The infrastructure is important, and you have that here. But of course, you also have A lot of immigrants, I mentioned this already, especially from the southern Philippines and eastern Indonesia, southern Indonesia. And these people contribute to this special vibe and energy here. It's the mentality. I know it is a problem. The immigration is a problem already 16 years ago when I arrived, but you know, it is just kind of accepted also, and these people integrate here, and of course therefore you also have poverty here. You have poverty. These immigrants, especially from the Philippines, you can see here also sometimes a great deal of poverty in certain areas. But it basically looks like in the Philippines here, you know, in certain areas. And I like the Philippines very much. Sabah is very close to the Philippines. Just not even maybe from the east coast of Sabah, you have it not maybe just only 80 kilometers to the first Philippine islands, you know. Yeah, so this is Sabah, right between these different cultures, and here we have a traditional musician. He is of one of the tribes. They have different local tribes here, of course. The Kadazan, the Dusun, the Murut, the Bajau, and others. Yeah, it's a very diverse place, ethnicity-wise. I told you that already. Yeah, it's Sunday, so something is happening here today. That's what the people do. They go to the Sunday market, right? Cost-wise, yeah, a KK is getting more expensive now. I hear my friends saying that the real estate prices are even more expensive or higher than in KL, in Kuala Lumpur. Very hard to believe, but when you see what's going on here, something is happening. And I think it's not like big money is moving in here. God forbid, we don't need that, we don't want that, but money is moving here definitely. I just think that that's why I'm doing this video. KK is still kind of secret tip, you know, but for some people it's not so secret anymore. That's why the money is moving in here. You know, I have no idea what is going to happen within the next 5 or 10 years. I strongly hope that it's not becoming a second Penang, although I love Penang. Penang is special in itself. Penang is very nice, but I'm not sure if we need so many condo buildings and stuff here. But anyway, cost is rising, yeah. But in the countryside is still very affordable. Here also you can find very affordable hotels. So it's really a great mix. It feels like something is KK is up to something. Something is being spawned here, is being sparked. But this is the vibe I get. But it is still a very, very affordable place to live when you only look at the raw financials and the cost. But of course, your decision is not only influenced by the cost, but also by other factors, you know, like lifestyle, people, food, nature, and all that stuff. I don't know what your preferences are, but for me, nature is very, very important also. Here, you see, there's a lot of green here in the city. You have a lot of space, yeah. No high risers. It's a lot of space and green and fresh air, blue sky, you know. So let's talk about dating. Yeah, I've done videos about Malaysia, dating in Malaysia, dating Malaysian women in these videos, which I urge you to watch and check out. I also mentioned, that Malaysia is divided in West Malaysia and East Malaysia, and here, let's say in Borneo, clocks are ticking a little bit differently. I mentioned the different ethnicities already. Yes, you also have Malay people here. You have Chinese, also Muslim Malay. You have Chinese Malays. or Malaysian, Chinese, whatever you want to call them, because I know there are some viewers who get very, very upset and picky when I say Chinese Malay. They say, what the hell is a Chinese Malay? You know, I say Chinese Malay for 16 years. This is what the local folks also call it, Chinese Malay, and that's it. So I say Chinese Malay, end of story. Yeah, so you have Chinese Malays here, you have Muslim Malays from the Malay race, and you have a handful of Indians also here. Yeah? From Indian heritage. Very, very few, but you have the local tribes and ethnicities here, the Borneo folks, and you have these Filipinos and these Indonesians also, you know. And Sabah girls are great, they are gorgeous. My only Malaysian girlfriend came from here. She was a local girl. Actually, she was also a mix. Her mother is from the Dusun tribe. The Dusun tribe is from here, from that area, KK area. But her father was from Timor-Leste, East Timor. But I can tell you, it was a very, very beautiful mix. She is a very beautiful mix. So there are many Christians also living here in Sabah. Yeah. Of course, I think the majority are still Muslims anyway, but you have many Christians also living here, Protestants, Catholics. Yeah, you have the Chinese Malays, I mentioned them already. Chinese Malaysians, yeah, that's what I mean, Chinese Malaysians. Malaysians with Chinese, from Chinese or of Chinese descent. And you have the Muslims. And I know expats who are married to Sabah girls. Yeah, special breed here. Yeah, that's all I can say and want to say. I don't want to go in too much detail here for what, you know. I'm just saying that you can date here, you can meet women here. Yeah, and they are also, yeah, how to say, they're not waiting here for you. They're not waiting for Westerners to arrive to marry them and bring them back to the Western countries, to your home country. But no, these girls are basically also open to meet Western men and even to date them and later marry them. This is my experience, and this is what I can just convey here. You know, so. I'm pretty sure if you want to find a good woman here and you want to marry her, you can do it. Yeah. Borneo girls are also very simple women, good women with conservative values. They are feminine. Yeah. So there is no worry. You want to marry a conservative, traditional, that's a woman with feminine values, a good girl, a simple woman, you know, not a high maintenance woman with green hair who talks like a truck driver and is tattooed from head to toe and smokes cigarettes and weed and other stuff, you know. Then Borneo is your place. Come here. Yeah, come here. Tons of women, tons and tons and tons and tons of gorgeous women. And again, make no mistake, I mentioned this just already, they're not waiting here for you. Yeah, they're not just longing to date a Westerner. I'm saying, you know, if you show up here and you blend in, you integrate somehow, and you show interest, and you behave like a gentleman and like a man and like a real top G, you know what I mean? Not Andrew Tate style, of course. So let's go here, and you also seen the little bit, the real local streets here. This is how it looks. Yeah. So if you behave like a normal man, then you want to find a good woman, you will find it here also. Yeah? And then you get married, you start your own family, you settle down, and that's it. You're gonna be happy for the rest of your life. And within A beautiful setting. You love it. Lots of nature here. No stress, no hectic, no bullshit. Yeah, I tell you. The perfect place to settle down and even retire. Yeah. So that's my conclusion already. If you are a nature lover, if nature is very important to you, then you come here. If you love the province, then you come here. If you love the province lifestyle, if this is something for you. But obviously this place is not Singapore, right? I actually don't need to mention this, but I'm saying it anyway. But you can live in expensive condo buildings if you want. You can get this stuff here also. We talked about the infrastructure already. And yeah, all in all and overall, this is again, it's a very laid-back place, which makes it so attractive from me, and probably for many other Westerners also, who are looking for a good place but haven't found it yet, and they're scratching their head and don't know where to look for, where to settle. I'm telling you, this is one of the secret spots here. Cannot cross the road here. Kota Kinabalu and Sabah in general, and there are other cities here. This is only one city, that's the biggest city. There are plenty of great spots where you can settle down, and enjoy your rest and a peaceful life, because very little expats, and it's completely under the radar. And with that being said, I'm checking out for today, and this, by the way, is going to be the new Sheraton Hotel, which is scheduled to be open in this year somewhere. I don't know, maybe in fall. And Sheraton belongs to the Marriott company, and as a hotelier, I know wherever the Marriott company is putting up a hotel, you better also put something up, because they, like any professional company, they do their due diligence, and they're not just open some hotel somewhere because they feel like opening a hotel somewhere. No, they did their market research for a few years already, have been doing it, and they are convinced that something is happening in the city here also in the future. That's why they're putting up the hotel. So anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. Have I convinced you? If not, even better, then I have the place for myself and a few others. But yeah, seriously, give it a thought. Normally I don't talk about this so much. I don't want to spill the beans. The really beautiful places, they are very rare. But nobody of you guys probably would have thought of Kota Kinabalu in Sabah in Malaysia, but no, okay. See you in one of my next videos. Take care, bye bye.